I broke it. So, made a cardinal sin, kind of. Choke on the Belvedere has been kind of gummed up. Never really wants to start. Usually at the beginning of the weekend before I drive it, spray some carb cleaner in it, clean it out. Last weekend I decided that I was going to be too lazy to do that. I got it to start after pumping the shit out of it. So, got it run. At the car show, immediately went to hit the gas going out of the parking lot, and she backfired to the carb. Now, it has zero throttle response. Now, there it goes. Yeah, I think it's arguing with me here. Throttle response is pretty terrible. It has a really horrible bog when you try to take off. Usually on a Holley, if you backfires to the carb, blows a power valve. The Holley 1920 doesn't have one. I'm going to pull the carb apart and check the accelerator pump. I did change the economizer because I had a new one of those, and that was good, but I noticed a bunch of crap in the carb from sitting. I mean, this thing sat for 20 years, so time to go through the carb. This thing still runs. The idle's great. The neutral or park, it's not bad, but it does that. It's really bad bog on acceleration. Once you get it past that, it starts revving, it takes off. So we'll see if we can fix that stumble. So to get an idea of what I'm talking about with how this thing is accelerating or is not accelerating, hit the gas, it'll bog really hard. If I feather the throttle, I can get it to move. Problem is, one, that sucks. But two, it likes to stall, which is not exactly good conditions. I almost got rented the other day coming home when this happened, so. Alright. That is the symptom. Let's find the solution. So now we know we got a problem. We need to find a solution. I still want to daily this thing. I really don't want to have to deal with that bog. Let's get to the carb. So I don't know what carbs your guys' slant sixes have, but this one is equipped with the Holley 1920 single barrel, tiny, oversized lawnmower carburetor. Full disclosure, personally, my personal opinion is I don't like them. I have yet to see any of these that didn't leak somewhere. And unfortunately, being it's a straight 6, when it does leak, it's leaking on the intake and the exhaust manifold. You got the fuel level about halfway up side of the bowl, which is a gasket. These economizers like to leak. The vent tube, or the vent, is directly just open into the bowl, so if it overflows, it flows again onto the exhaust manifold. The other problem I don't like is that rod here goes directly to the accelerator pump. That diaphragm rips completely open. It can, I'm not saying it does, but it can leak fuel directly out of the back of the body, pouring yet more fuel on a nice toasty hot exhaust manifold. I did get a rebuild kit for this Holley 1920, but I will tell you that when I find a carter, it will be getting changed. I don't hate Holleys, I just don't like them on this engine. Let's get started. Alright, we have our carb off. We need to know the numbers. Focus. There's the model number. And this carb number is 3280. Isn't it cute? Alright, let's pull the bowl off and see what we got here. Alright. We have the float off. We can see it. There's all kinds of crap in that. What I'm more interested in is that. These floats are known for going bad, absorbing fuel. That's why we'll test it. Let you know how that goes. There was junk right in the main jet. That's surprising that it was that blatantly obvious. So I'm going to pull the jet, the metering block. Let's see what she looks like inside there. That so I can pull the through. You pull these out. Make sure you keep them somewhat of an order. I'm going to try to pull it out all together. Because there's different lengths depending on where it goes. There is a spring behind this, so make sure this thing pops out 100 miles an hour. You catch it. You need to use a screwdriver on the body. Try to be careful as you don't put a scratch. There it goes. Yes, you almost got it in the face. Right. This is the spring I was talking about. Gotta make sure that doesn't go sailing across your driveway. I can't tell if it's a tear. You're gonna be able to see it or not, but it's definitely not good. You can see there's like a little cut. So let's clean it out, put it back together, and see what we got. We got our carb all cleaned up. Actually, it wasn't really that bad inside. Just like the one thing of crap found its way into the jet, and this diaphragm. I'm gonna find it again. A little teeny. Looks like it was dry rotted. Right there. Where my thumbnail is. See if that was the issue. Not sponsored, but Mike's carburetor parts out of Washington. Now he does include plugs. Your carburetor is really, really dirty. These plugs here you can dig out, clean out those passages. I probably should do that, but like I said, this is going to be a temporary thing anyways, because I'm really not a fan of these carbs. Once you get a couple started, it's pretty easy. Then we just want to torque these down just a little bit. They don't need to be at like 60 foot-pounds or anything. All right. Put the metering block back in. The economizer is back in. It comes with a new one. Looks like this out of the kit. This is actually one that's not that old. It's a spare one that I had. But since I got a new one, why not replace it? Well, I recorded most of the carb going back together, but I'm an idiot. Don't think I hit record. I can't find it on my phone. So, yeah. It's back together. I do need to replace some vacuum lines. I will get to that. Let's get back to the parts store. Curiosity question. Does anybody know what this is? All I can think of is maybe something for vapor lock. I'm not really positive. I've never seen one before. So, that's all I gotta do now is see if she blows up. Back. Turn it over. Okay, stop. Okay. Stop. Oh, the starter's junk. Oh, the starter garbage. Okay. Let it go. This needs a starter today. So let's hold it. Well, it runs. That's a plus. All right. Moment of truth. Let's see if she dies or goes. Get in a different part of the parking lot, though. Ugh. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. This total project took about 25 minutes. Add 3 hours for trying to get the camera to function. All right. That about does it with this one. She's purring like a kitten. Runs absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I think I should have done this before I got to the point of almost leaving me stranded. So again, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.